The Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles has welcomed some of the world's most well-known athletes and sports teams. This October, it served as host to arguably the biggest esports event to date, the League of Legends Championship Series World Finals.
Right now in the background, as you can see, they're preparing for Worlds tomorrow, which is going to be held at Staples Center. I think it's like twice as awesome as seeing it on the side of Galen Center. Staples is just really, really huge and amazing.
Your teammates have been around, with the exception of, I think, Wicked, but everyone's kind of been doing their own thing. What is EG up to at this event?
Well, we're basically, some people, I'm working here, Snoopy was hired for interviews and part of the initial desk as well, I feel. So we're here as like personas, and then Wicked and Frogman came out as well because they wanted to live the experience.
You're not playing, unfortunately, but tell me about your involvement and what has been your part of this event.
Basically, I've been going around the event doing lots of like interviews, and analysis work on the desks, a lot of like community and fan interaction, things like that. It's been my role.
Tell us what you've been doing here at Worlds.
Mostly doing the analysis desk.
Why is that important to have that accessibility to newer players?
In normal sports, if I go to NFL and I just put it on, I don't know much about the game, but they will break it down into segments that I understand. You can only learn if somebody explains to you, and if we keep it moderately accessible, newer players will learn a lot quicker than they would by playing the game.
In the press conference, they were talking a lot about how when they were developing LCS, they looked at, what do our players want, what do our fans want, and they really built it on that idea. Is that, from your perspective, is that the case? Do you feel like your desires and the desires of your fans have really been the focus?
Oh yeah, like the thing is that we have an open line of communication with Riot, and we'll talk to them saying this is what we want, and they'll say, oh no, we can't do that, but we can do this, it's acceptable. And it's like very free-flowing information between us and Riot, and changes that are coming like for this season and then the upcoming season. What we didn't like, they're going to try and fix that.
Riot is always nice as well.
Yeah.
They're very player-centric and just like super enjoyable to work with as well.
If there's anything we need, if there's anything we want, then we ask Riot and they usually do it. They always try to help us out the best we can.
Riot proved that it was certainly doing something right as 13,000 fans packed the stands, counting down to watch Korea's SK Telecom T1 take on China's Royal Club. Ending in a 3-0 victory for SK Telecom T1, the finals concluded in only 4 hours. But, according to the players, There was more meaning in this event than merely the games themselves.
What is it like being at the Staples Center? You can see banners of League of Legends everywhere, and there's, statues among statues of great sports players. How does it feel to have your sport being compared to well-established mainstream sports?
If you can tell people that we sold out Staples in under an hour, then we're doing well. You can actually compare this to, like, say, other broadcasts, NFL. And it's really interesting to see, like, how this has grown in 2 years. 5 years ago, people would have laughed at you. It's really insane the amount of growth going into this. I know it's exceeding probably Riot's plans even.
Like at the start, it's obviously a huge risk. You don't know the gaming scene, or the esports scene for League of Legends wasn't as developed yet, and it was kind of a big thing to like drop whatever you're doing and just try to make a living out of it. Nowadays it's more established. We have the LCS. We kind of have security for at least a couple months ahead. You know what's going to happen. It's a one-time opportunity. I'm happy I took the risk.
What does this event and kind of this initiative mean for esports as a whole, do you think?
It's great for esports as a whole that we can make more people aware of this. It literally is one of the fastest growing sports in the world that people don't even know about. So it's great that we're actually making them know about it by hosting events at like the Staples Center, for example. The last year we've seen Valve get more involved, we've seen Blizzard get more involved. And I think it's really great for the industry as a whole, but the developers, because those are essentially the guys with the money. Those guys getting involved, and they have more control of the game as well. I think it's a great thing for esports in general.
I feel this is a peak that will set the average level for next season higher.
I think it shows that esports can be as big as any other sport, and that's really, really great.